welcome back to the Velocity Invitational here at Sonoma Raceway, where I'm pleased to say I've managed to find the man that has made all of this possible, Mr. Jeff O'Neill. Jeff, great to see you here at Turn 11. We've got a fantastic view of the track, and this year, everything's looking great, isn't it?
So far, so good. Yeah, we're just delighted. Obviously, we've got the McLaren team here, Zach, Lando, all the Aero drivers from Indy. It's just been a fantastic weekend.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, the McLaren bought the whole shooting match this year, but the fans came out in force yesterday for Lando and all of those McLaren drivers. Some people queued up all day to get Lando's autograph at 4. Can you believe that? They came in, they went straight to there. But, I mean, for you, what have been the highlights this year? I loved hearing those Formula One cars. The sound of those was incredible. But for yourself, what have been some of your highlights so far as we're at the halfway stage?
Well, I think just, we have so much to offer this year that's just extraordinary. We've got the guys from Dirtfish, running rally cars. We've got a 3.5-mile course set up on the hills of Sonoma, just creating this amazing, amazing environment. And then to have Ford come out and unveil the brand new Mark IV, which nobody has ever physically seen before, was absolutely stunning. And then, of course, to have Pato and the rest of the team was just fantastic from McLaren. So we loved having these guys. They've been doing an amazing job driving the rare cars that McLaren brought from the collection in England.
And the greatest thing about this, or one of the great things I think personally, is you're the man that's made it all happen, and you're dressed in your casuals here now, and we're relaxed in the sunshine. But a little bit later on, you'll have your race suit on, and you'll be out there on track as well, won't you?
I will be. I'll be running Ferrari GTO. It's not mine, wish it was. But I'll be racing a Ferrari GTO along with the Ford GT that went to Le Mans in 2016.
Listen, we're looking forward to seeing out there. And Zach Brown's here celebrating McLaren's birthday, but he's a busy man racing as well. So, listen, Jeff, it's always a pleasure. Thank you. It's probably the last time I'll see this man today because he's running around, he's very busy, and then he's racing. So on behalf of me and all of the fans here, thanks ever so much for making it happen.
Awesome. Thank you as well.
Right, so listen, don't go anywhere, folks, because we're going to go and join Jonathan Green back in the booth for our next set of historic race cars out on track.
Group 4, away they go, and immediately the Ferrari of Gunnar Jeanette takes the lead, but a Corvette follows him hard. Is that the yeah, that's the split window, yeah? So away we go then, and Horatio Fitzsimon, who did such a good job, Simon, who did such a good job yesterday, is now back at it again and comes alongside that much more powerful Corvette, and power down, the Corvette says, get out of my way. But watch him roll through the corners here in the slow sections of this racetrack. The Corvette already struggling to weave from side to side. Beautiful car, that number 17. That Corvette hasn't dropped off, and the Ferrari's still there too. So it is Gunnar Jeanette leading in the Berlinetta GT. Simon in the Lotus 26R. Patrick Byrne in third, the Chevrolet Corvette from 1963. And then Rob Walton in the Ferrari 250 LM. And please, Bert, if there's anything that you want to point out, looking at Alex McAllister in that number in 8th position in the Cobra. Anybody else you want to?
Horatio's looking good. He's just taking the lead. He passed Gunnar on the outside going into the carousel. How about that?
Oh, Gunnar's got it.
Go on, Gunnar.
Make it stick.
A great race. Great race. We kind of joke about it, but you just got to throw money at it for making parts.
Yeah, well, that's, in a nutshell, isn't it, really? Gunnar wants this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and again, very wide indeed, but he holds it. You can see him fighting the wheel on the inside, getting a little bit...
Wow.
Swirling
through
there.
He is squeezing everything out of that little Lotus.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is historic racing in its absolute finest.
Absolutely.
Look at that.
Boy, they've sure pulled away from the rest of the rest of the guys. Yeah.
Britain versus Italy in their classic colours of red and Lotus green and yellow. One more chance, perhaps. It's going to be
under or over.
Yeah.
There you go. Come on.
Go on. Run to the line. Here we go. But surely the Ferrari's got the advantage now. And Gunnar Jeanette closes the door and takes victory here at Sonoma. Well done to Ferrari. Well, I'm sure it's not as auspicious as the 65 Le Mans win, but he'll take it.
Well, how about this, Johnny? I'm in one of the garages that's been drawing quite a crowd this weekend. Every time I come by, this man, Alan Law here, is chatting away. just talk to me, because some people here might not have ever realized that Mr. Mercedes and Mr. Benz were two separate people, and you got cars here that demonstrate that.
Yeah, so Carl Benz started it all back in 1886 with the 1886 Benz, the very first patented automobile. Very quickly after that, in late 1886, 1887, Gustav Daimler started the DMG company, Daimler Motor Gesellschaft. It wasn't until the late 20s that Mercedes and Benz came together to form the company Mercedes-Benz. And at that point, Carl Benz hired Ferdinand Porsche to design the cars. But before that, we had just Mercedes and just Benz. And Benz used the Laurel Leaf and Mercedes used the Star. And so later on, did we actually get the both together? And
Alan, I'm going to leap in because we're going to walk this way. Let's walk and talk, right? Because we're going to go over here and we're going to see what is the first Mercedes-Benz. Not the first off the production line, but the first model.
So this will be the first model of the Mercedes-Benz. This is part of the S, SS, and SSK crew. This being an SS, it's a 7.1 liter SS. This, we think, one of the best SSs in the world. This was owned by Caracciola, or actually given by Mercedes to Caracciola to race in the Tourist Trophy. And this is the car that Caracciola got his nickname Rainmaster in. And so he won the Tourist Trophy. The car was then sold to Lord Howe, who raced it for so many years. It then passed on to the last owner, who vintage raced it for so many years. And now we have it. And we don't really vintage race it, but we drive it. And we drive this car a lot. We put a lot of miles on this. In fact, last month we had the car out for about a 400-mile rally from Pebble Beach all the way up to here around Sonoma for 4 days. And it's just a fantastic car.
Well, there's a great bit of history here. I love the fact, if you talk to Boris Said about racing modern TA and racing modern Trans Am, the DNA is still there. He says it's pure racing. And that goes all the way back to these late 60s, early 70s cars. And that, I think, says it all about Trans Am. It's as relevant today as it ever has. Here we go, up the inside.
Side by side for second.
Wow, that's a vicious over rev right there.
And nicely done by Patrick Byrne.
Oh boy.
The drag race down the front straight to start the last lap.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
I don't think he's got anything for that 302. That's 289 in that blue car is a 289.
Another fastest lap, Jim Haig taking the lead with a 154.2 to set us off on our final lap here in the feature race for the historic Trans Am. Chad Renault and Mike Miller helping me out and doing a hell of a job, because you guys know these cars better than any, and it's just a joy to sit here and watch this, because it's just the perfect venue, the perfect day, and great competition.
Great competition. The parity amongst the field, whether it's the driving prowess or the cars, it's just so fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those cars in 4th and 5th. They're
Yeah,
right there.
they're in their own
right
battle,
there.
aren't they? Yeah. Yeah, that's Hildebrand and Calais.
Oh, I think Kenny's going to get Patrick.
Into the carousel for the last time then, side by side.
What a place to go side by side down the hill. If you haven't driven here, it's blind until you get to the compression. Yeah. And you're sliding the whole way down the hill.
He's got him.
Patrick's having to pinch it off to run that inside like that.
This could be it.
Oh, this is good.
Well, something's got to give. They're side by side again, coming into the next left-hander at 7.
Yeah, Patrick's on the kitty litter.
Yeah, oh, he's on the kitty litter a lot.
And now the others have caught up.
Yeah.
We've got a 5-way battle for the win.
Oh, boy.
The Grey Ghost may get it yet. So, the Javelin leads.
Wow.
They are wheeling those
I think Jimmy's going to dive into 11. That's my call.
All right.
Jimmy's going to dive into 11. I don't know if Kenny's going to give it to him, though. Kenny might hold it in tight.
All right, here we go. It's all down to the final turn here at turn 11. Here they come.
It's got a little gap.
No, I think he's going to come.
There we go.
Oh,
Aggressive, big
lost
This
the
is
late
good.
breakers.
Oh, little overlap.
Yes, go on. Jim Haig.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, now look at Patrick go. Patrick having to go at it.
And he is getting sideways
There we
completely.
go.
Here we go to the line then, the run. And it's going to be the 16, maybe.
Oh, boy.
The Javelin right there with him. It's going to be a photo finish, and it just crossed the line. The gap, 0.215 of a second, and 0.227 to third.
What a race.
Wow.